I honestly cannot tell. I'll probably have to watch back on the playback, but alrighty, let's go ahead and get us started. Uh, Today's just going to be a little bit of a chiller day because, well, schedule didn't really get to do anything on Saturday, and I drastically am kind of just tired from this weekend. So I'm just gonna take it a little easy and then go back to doing some editing so I can get a certain video done by Tuesday. Hopefully it won't be Tuesday night when it comes out, but it might be. Um, but today we just are gonna enjoy a little bit of free time, opening up some cards, and that's gonna be Blooming Waters collection today. But also, I think it's finally time I went ahead and opened a couple of other things that I've been honestly hanging out on and get them ready for donation. I mean, so I've got a Lorcana Trove here, the Azurite Sea, and then I also have the Gateway that I just haven't grabbed yet, but you'll see that later. I'll open the Trove first so I actually have something to put the cards in for Lorcana so I can keep them at least a little bit separate. And then I'm going to open the Gateway and then show all the things within the Gateway and open whatever's in there. But first things first, we're going to do Blooming Waters. And since I've opened 151 so many times, this is legitimately just, easy. Just enjoying the packs. Oh, I wanted to keep the packaging kind of pristine, but I guess the Pokemon Company and whatever glue they use for these had different opinions on the matter. Ah, yeah, that is not coming off. All right, hang on. That is just not coming off. Oh boy. Okay, there you go. Okay, all right, all right, all right. We're gonna get these out. I'm gonna try and keep the box somewhat okay, but maybe not. I'm getting a phone call, so I will answer that first, and then we'll be right back. All right, well that was wonderful timing, I suppose. But yeah, where did I put the cards? All right, so let's see here. It's a little bit easier to get like in frame. No, it's not. No, it's not. Why did I lie like that? So we got the big old Blastoids, and we got 12 packs to open. Oh my god, they're going everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I have a soundbite for this. The real question is, will my PC allowed me to use said soundbite. Hang on. There we go. Alright. 1 pack. 2 pack. 3 pack. 7. Now, real quick question: does anybody actually like use these oversized cards, or do they like just put them on display or something? Because it's always funny to see this. Oh, they just... That's actually a nice ability. Just take 30 less damage. There are other Pokemon that also have this type of thing. With like a solid shell S type of thing. And then 280 for discarding 2 basic water energy? Well, I can see where Night Switcher fits in a card like this. Yeah, big guns. How you doing, Daniel? How you doing? Alright. There's also the... Wait a minute. Hang on. Hang on. I just realized something before we start actually opening them. I think... Oh, they did do that. Oh, they did do that. That's funny. So like, if you were seeing it like I was seeing it, I didn't even know that was a sound. I didn't know that was a sound. What do you? That just derailed my entire train of thought. What I didn't realize, this is all going in the trash. What I didn't realize about this set, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Venusaur EX, Blastoise EX. Where's the middle evolutions? Where's Wartortle? Where's Ivysaur? You're telling me I have to hope to God I get rare candies if I play these? I need rare candies? Which I don't even think drops from 151? Like, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see, but... Where's the middle evolutions? Anyway, as always, put the energy up front. You got it. You put the energy up front. Here is a... That's not visible whatsoever, actually. Here is a code card for anybody looking into, use the TCG online in case they ever watch the playback of the videos and these aren't taking it. Hopefully they wouldn't be taking exactly yet, but there's that. I'm going to put that face down so I don't confuse myself later. And then, here we go. Basic energy. Basic energy. Here's another Squirtle. A Lickitung. Then, actually, you know what? Why don't I put that over on top of here? Venonat, Pidgey. I kind of actually want that for something. Dugong, Hitmonchan. What is this? Oh, it just has a free Rocky helmet to just put 3 damage counters when it gets attacked, and then a consistent 2 energy attack that'll eventually keep doing 120 per attack. Alright, that's cool. It's funny, they released a TCG Pocket card kinda like this, except without the ability in Crabominable. Because that one does, I believe it starts with 40, and then it's 40 more for every time it keeps to it, getting to attack. But this would be 120 after a while. I almost want to try to make something out of that, but I'll keep it on the back burner. Good old Butterfree. Holographic Hitmonchan. That's kind of cool, actually. I'm going to keep that together. If I get like a third Hitmonchan, I might try doing a little mini deck idea before tonight is over. Holographic Paris. And Reverse Holo Electrode. Alright. Starting off kind of strong. Daniel, if you are interested at all and have any questions on Magic, I would be delighted to answer them while you're here. That way it's just, you know, a little bit more engaging, and we can still try and get set up later for teaching you a little bit more about the base game entirely. I still got to get my own experiences with Commander a little bit, but like the standard, I basically got it at this point. Anyway, basic fire energy, but it's holographic. Doduo, Tentacruel, Rattata, another Squirtle, Venomoth, Rapidash, Nidorina I actually kind of need for another deck. Gonna set that there. Foil Amistar. As long as it's in the active spot, your opponent can't retreat. Oh. Well, alright then. Foil Jiggly. And then Reverse Holo Beedrill. If you have no cards in your hand, this just does 120 more. And your opponent is paralyzed and poisoned. I feel like there's a setup for that I'm not thinking about. And part of me really actually wants to try and make a Beedrill deck. Because I don't have a deck where there's no EXs in it, just to see how that would go. Because there's a format for that, and there's also its own like Gym Leader Commander format that I've learned about recently. That's kind of piqued my interest. I don't know. If I get more Beedrills, I might search for this one out and then slap it on a new pile by itself, like these are slapped. Fairly consistently speaking, I might actually be able to do what I want to do in terms of making a deck video, but I'm not sure. Quite honestly, actually, I'm going to use this one as another freebie code card. If it focuses, let's see, will it focus? There it is. So that's actually plainly visible. Okay. Because I do actually have some cards over here on the side that I've been trying to make a deck with. I just haven't been able to put the money towards actually finding certain cards that I actually wanted for them. And I did just put some cards away, so I'll at least explain like a proper setup that I was looking for them at least. Thank you, Save Bot. Very cool. Basic Steel. New Paris. Voltorb. Corlabi. Sandshrew. Trainer cards in your opponent's discard pile can be put back in their deck by an effect. Oh, that's a weird little background effect to have. So you got the Badoo that can't... The Badoo that makes you not be able to play items. And then you got... Yeah, even if your supporter can put other supporters back in, you can't do that now. It's a lot of denial. Weirdly, a lot of denial. A Scyther. Attach a grass from your discard to one of your bench. That's actually pretty nice. Charmeleon. Wartortle. No. Parasect. Flip 2 coins. Search your deck for any number. Well, search your deck for the number of heads and put it on your bench. That's also pretty cool. Another Butterfree. Okay. Full art Dragonair. First hit of the day. The card looks actually really good. Just wish it would focus. That looks wow. Alright, that's a bit pristine. And then a Ditto. Also would love to make somewhat of like a Ditto deck where this is like the only basic, because it would be really funny. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may search your deck for and choose a basic Pokemon you find there, except for another Ditto. Discard the Ditto and all attached cards, and then put the chosen in its place. Like this is just really good if you just want to do that. And the fact that it's for certain basics means I could really use this for certain other things. Like there's also ideas for Ditto, and I actually really kind of want to use it. I feel like I got other Dittos before, and I don't know exactly where they would have gotten to now. So that's going to be a good project for me to actually go back and find, unless I get 2 more Dittos in opening today. Oh, let me put that in some sleeves, because you can never be too careful about cards. But hey, that's a really cool Dragonair. Let's see. Probably isn't, worth a damn, but that doesn't exactly matter. What matters is that it's $24. Alright. It is a $24 card. What matters is that it actually is really cool artwork. Stack that over there. Set that there. All right. So we got basic energy, Star Ryu. I was about to call it Star Ryu for some reason. I almost want to see a Star Ryu with like the Ryu headband, trying to cross its arms, cross its little arms. It can't even do it. A Star Ryu throwing a Hadoken. It's a Psy Wave. Charmander. Spearow. Oh. Just a faster evolution. Bellsprout. Another Rapidash. Another Nidorino. Pretty cool. Raticate. Goldeen. I'm just trying to think if I want this for the festival lead build. If this is a Goldeen I want, or if there's a different Goldeen that I want. I don't exactly remember which Goldeen was better. But it is hollow, so it's kind of nice to look at. Foil Helix Fossil. Use that for the Ammonite. And then a Dragonite to follow up the Dragonair. Jet Cruise. Your Pokemon in play have no retreat cost. That's... wow. That's really fun, actually. 182. No doubt today is going to be a really, really short day. But, that's alright. I'm having fun with it, at least. Did I show one? No, I think I kept that one. So this will be the last one that I. Oh, there we go. It'll be the last one I show, so I can more easily get a move on. All right, basic fighting. Did great with that Hitmonchan. If I got another Hitmonchan, see if we can't get another Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan. Seal. Another Doduo. Tentacool. Ratata. Giovanni's Charisma. Basically just trading the energy stuff. Which, not probably the worst thing in the world. It's finally a supporter. Oh, that is the first support, isn't it? Kabuto. Gloom. You play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of yours. Look at the top 3. Attach any number of basic energy you find there to your Pokemon in any way. Foil Parasect. Foil Vaporeon. And Foil Pedophile. Or reverse hollow Pedophile. I gotta get it right. Okay, stick that over there. Here we go. Another fighting energy, actually. That's interesting. Another Tentacool. Ratata. Another Squirtle. Licky Tongue. Oh, there's the Ivysaur. There's the Ivysaur. Slowbro. Machoke. Foil Primate. Foil Grimer. And Reverse Hollow Almastar. The second one. Interesting. I just realized, I'm pretty sure there's like a stadium that lets you pull out like stage 1s. So you can skip needing the fossil cards. Considering Almastar is a stage 2. And Ammonite would be the stage 1 because fossils. I wonder if anybody's actually tried to use Ammonite and Almastar. And for that matter, I wonder if anybody's tried to use Caracosta and Tortuga. I was about to say, I don't actually remember what the pre-evolution was. Because like those seem like fairly hard to use Pokemon because of the fossil part. I don't know. Maybe it's just like you need that one tool that's like an evolution disc. I'd have to look into that a little bit more. Anyway, basic fire. Rhyhorn. Carp. Oddish. Mankey. There's the Wartortle. Other Pedophile. Poliwrath. Foil Magnemite. Foil Metapod. Feels like there's 2 there for some reason. And then Reverse Hollow Jolteon. Let's see, can I get the Flareon? Just make it complete. I can complete something else apparently. I just spoiled myself. Fire Energy. There's the Dratini for the Dragonair and the Dragonite. A Growlithe. A Geodude. Rock Hard. A Jigglypuff. A Muck. A Daisy's Help. Always nice to have that one. Venomoth. Foil Clefairy. Search your deck for up to 3 other Clefairy and put them onto your bench. Why do I feel? I feel like something's in my head with like the Lily, like Clefairy. That I'm pretty sure it was a Clefairy EX and not a. Unless that wouldn't count. I'm not sure if that would count actually. I have to look into that and see if by drawing 3 Clefairy, if it's like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! With like certain card archetype monsters and stuff. If it means 3 Clefairy and not 3 Clefairy anything, that would be kind of sad. But if it means I could also pull like Lily's EX, that would be kind of scary, actually. Then again, I'm not sure if you want to fill your bench like that. Maybe. Here's Weedle for Bijo. And then Reverse Hollow Raichu. There you go. Alright, well, I'm tired. I don't know why I thought I read that after it, like, it was mid-focusing. I read it as electrical gooning. Yep. The internet has ruined me. Don't stay on the internet too long, kiddos. Okay. Basic Steel. Venonat. Another Pidgey. Poliwhirl. Kakuna. Dugong. There's a third Hitmonchan. Alright, Alright, I'm gonna put that on hold. I'm gonna search for the other two. Right quick. Because I genuinely kind of want to see how that could work too. Because that feels like playing without any EX feels like I would just be playing TCG Pocket. If I'm not gonna really lie, because like that's what TCG Pocket usually gives me the feeling of. It's just I'm playing a regular deck without any EX. Pretty fun, pretty fast too. Seeking, Pidgeot, foil, Magneton, foil, and Ninetales EX. Wasn't expecting that one. If you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, this attack does. Oh, this could be really good in the beginning. Because you just get that 220 like that and just keep taking prize cards and such. I can see that kind of working. At the same time, that's really. Unless you have a perfect way to continually keep somebody else's hand the same as yours, it's going to be really hard. Alright, we'll do one more. I'm getting low on the packs for Pokemon, so we'll do one more. There we go. Alright. Basic Fire. Meowth. Execute. A second Clefairy has hit the tower. Machop. Another Pidgeot. Ammonite. Kodabra. Foil Magikarp. Another foil Jigglypuff. And Reverse Hollow Gengar. Look at him. Slimy bastard. He's always causing problems. Can't even get the camera to focus. He's just that evasive. Seems like it's only going to be a little bit of one hit today, which is fine. They won't always be like massive, glorious ones. Honestly, judging from only being like half an hour in at this point, I could possibly open some other Lorcana stuff. I just wanted to really get the blooming waters out of the way first. Anyway, here we go. Basic Steel. Voltorb. Krabby. No Kinglers yet. Another Sandshrew is pretty nice. Seal. Persian. Oh, so you can search for a Giovanni Charisma. Alright. Muck. Another Daisy's Help. An Oddish. An Ivysaur. And a Kabutops. Apply weakness for your opponent's active Pokemon as ×4? Oh. Oh. how many times you can get that to go off, but oh. All right. Last of the 151, and then we move on. Basic energy. Seal. Doduo. Tentacool. Ratata. Ivysaur. Slowbro. Machoke. Foil Pedophile. Another Wartortle. And a second Ditto. Alright, that's good enough for me. That is good enough for me. I will take that, because 2 Dittos is actually pretty nice. Let's set those over there. This is gonna sit over here. I didn't exactly get what I needed to really go in depth. I'm gonna have to just plan that instead of trying to do it after like card openings, because it's just not working that way. I can stack these on top of here, and I'll stack these on top of those. I'll keep this to the side here. Stick these in an ETB I just have sitting over here on the side. Me, makes it out of the way. So let's see, what do I want to do here? You know, let's do the gateway first. I have to make sure I throw the plastic away because I don't need that in my way. So ignoring the GameStop sticker. So here's the gateway for Lorcana. I'm going to be using this so I can actually like understand this game. And what better way to get into it without a friendly, helpful advice of violence? I didn't think it would be this hard to cut plastic and tape, but you know, sometimes physics don't like me. You know, I love how as I say that, I almost stabbed my finger. uh, Maybe it's because I'm black. Alright. Before I hurt myself, let's go ahead and open it up. So, get that off. A big ass rule box. Because I wouldn't have it, rule box, rule book, because I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay. So yeah, this just tells you the objective, all the parts of a card. But today is not going to be about fully learning it. Today is just going to be just opening the cards. Now, for Lorcana here, I don't have anything to chase. I'm just here for the love of the game. Our abilities. I love how two cards attack each other and it's called banishing them when you kill them. Anyway, that's the rule book that I just took a look at. There's a guidebook as well. Oh, a guidebook to learning how to use the starter decks. Interesting. And it gives you little goals that actually keep going and learn some other parts about the game, like the items and abilities. Alright. So this came out whenever Inklands looks like it came out, that expansion for this. Alright. Well, as you can see, there's also the deck tips for the 2 decks that are in here, which I believe are... Oh, I see, because there's also different types of, like, ink, what they call it. So, the 2 decks that are in here are the Elsa Mickey and Stitch Maleficent. Interesting team-ups. I gotta say, very interesting team-ups. Very, very interesting team-ups. Okay. Detective Mickey has acceleration on energy cost because it allows you to add 2 ink per turn instead of 1. Interesting. So it gives you a good idea of like the strengths of the deck and what you can do when you have the cards out. Oh, and then it gives me the deck list, which is cool. I won't go into too depth with it, but you have the damage counters with the 2 characters on either side. And then the board, which conveniently has the... I just popped one of the damage counters out, and I really wish I didn't do that. And you have the board that keeps all of the rule binding stuff on it. Like how one of the starting battle stadium things for Pokemon goes. And I'm sure Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic also have the same things. I think the game night thing for Magic kind of has something going for it. If not, there's probably something else. But then you have the board here, which is going to be hard to actually put all the way in camera frame, but you know. And a little empty space here. What are these for? I don't even know what these are for. And then your 2 starter decks. Which, to me, it looks like they're 40 cards. I actually read that part. I want to actually know. It's always nice to know. I'm very curious about this. They also have a website with all of the rules and stuff and like some actual educational videos on it too. Which I think is pretty cool. Tell me. Maybe I can see it on... Maybe I can see it on one of the... Actually, yeah, the first 7, and then I just have to count it. Is it only a 30-card deck? Are these starters only 30 cards? That's really low. It can't be that low, right? It can't be that low, right? Because that feels really low. Um. Hmm. Either way. Oh, I get it. These were supposed to be like the extra packs for the for what is it? What's it called? It was in the challenge book. I believe it's in the guidebook here. Yeah, so every time you do more goals, you get to open one of these reward packs. And then you keep adding them. Okay, so they start small, and then you keep adding more cards to them. All right. I was gonna open these actually on stream, but I think I'm going to save that for anybody who wants to learn them at the library. I think I'm going to save it. So we're going to go ahead and box the rest of this back up. But I did want to just show this so that, you know, both I know what I'm getting into and anybody who comes to the library's trading card club, Shuffle Up, on bi-weekly Thursday nights. We just have one this past Thursday, so the next one won't be until next Thursday. There you go. Look at this hideous, disgusting GameStop sticker off. And I'll reiterate, I bought this months ago because I was going to do it all at the same time, and then a lot of things derailed me, if that makes any sense. So yeah, this is going to go straight to the library. And now, I can actually send it over there, because I don't need to show it anymore. I don't need to hold it onto it. But, that does mean... I don't want to send it there. Oh. Alright. That does mean, though, that I'm going to open this Azurite Siege treasure trove first. Don't growl on me. I love bugs, huh? We're gonna open the Azurite Siege trove that I have. And then depending on how long it takes me to actually open all the cards in here, I'll open a few more that I have. There you go. Alright, let's get it out of here. Oh, okay. I actually kind of like how that looks. I like it. It's a trove. It's a chest. That's on the floor now. I'm not going to exactly care. So let's open her up. We've got... I think this is a promo, or a set of promos. Let me see. Let me put that on here. Let me read what's supposed to be in here. So we get the box. We get 6 dice, lore counter, 6 dividers. That's what those are, and then 8 booster packs. So I'm going to switch my tab over to my other card tracker. We can see what the dividers look like, but they look pretty cool. Yep, here we go. Now, bear with me. My Disney knowledge is not that pristine. I think Treasure Planet, maybe. No, maybe I don't know. I don't remember the character's name. Easement Divider, a Pirate Stitch, which is pretty funny actually. Pirate Tigger, Baymax, and Hercules. Oh, I'll just leave it in there. Oh, well, that's on the floor now. See the dice. I think they're in here. Yeah, that's what the dice look like. That's what the lore counter looks like. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I kind of like that. Wait, I kind of like that. So, like, you spin this and then you can actually count it. I kind of like that. I kind of like that, how it's like a medallion. I really kind of like that. All right. I might open the other trove I have. Believe it goes like characters and enchantments, if I'm not mistaken, and like some items. So that's how we'll try and separate everything. We got the 8-packs. I'm going to close the box here. Push it to the side right quick. And let's see what we can get out of here. Might be some cool things. Might be some things I didn't think were that nice. Obviously, the type of ink has to matter. So I'll have to look into the actual rulebook and figure that out. And I'll keep 1 pack for myself. It's always nice to keep those under wraps. Seems we got like a piece of artwork. Maybe for a token, perhaps? I'll keep it over there. Heathcliff. Sisu, I think. That, oh, I don't remember that Disney property. I don't remember that at all. Do not remember that. Abu. Good old Abu. Mr. Litwet. Is that guy's name? I never knew that was the arcade owner's name from Wreck-It Ralph. I didn't know that was that guy's name. Alright. Twin Fire. It's an action. There's storyboards and actions. Helping Hand action. Chosen character gains support. Whenever they quest, they can add their... I don't remember what that symbol means. They can add their attack to another chosen character's attack this turn. Interesting. Oh, like you can make a stronger person then. I like how there's also 1 ink. Rescue Rangers away. Count the number of characters you have in play. Chosen character loses attack equal to that number until the start of the next turn. So you just... Interesting. Alright. Mr. Smee. The Magic Carpet. Go to... That was her name. Tamago, wasn't it? I was about to say Tamago. Or is it Tamago? Tamago. Who cares? Evasive. Only characters that are also evasive can hit this character. Interesting. Gadget. And Fred. Looks like it's a foil Fred because it looks different. It looks a little bit different. Fred. I think I actually have to stop and look at it because the only way I know something is completely good and needs to be sleeved is if it's enchanted, as far as I can tell. Okay, apparently, alright. Now, wait a minute. Apparently, Tamago here is $1.59. Interesting. And I don't think I need to care about anybody else. Excuse me. I'm surprised the Fred isn't actually all that, like, nice here. Order. Oh, I just realized the Big Hero 6 characters are green, so they all fit in the same green inkwell categories. Hmm. Hmm. All right, I'm a little bit like looking forward to this. I'm starting to see some visions. Try and like keep them somewhat away from each other. Let me give that space. I do need to just make sure I keep up with what is and what isn't like actually good, because I didn't see a lot of that going on here. Oh, the puzzle pieces are also $1.48. Okay, I guess because so there's 9 different puzzle pieces. Okay, which means because this is 8 packs, I wouldn't get them all within this one Azurite C, unfortunately. They all have different characters on there. I did not actually notice this. So they all, like Pokemon, they all have different characters. So Baymax, Pirate Stitch. Next one looks like is Yzma. Thievery. I thought I saw Thievery up here somewhere. I think I know who I'm looking for now. So I won't have to keep stopping to look at it. Yeah, but anyway, Thievery. Chip. Another Heathcliff. The puzzle piece over here. Another Sisu. A helping hand. Mullins. Wasabi. Okay, so Wasabi is blue. Hmm. I'm sure that has like significance, but that's interesting. Hot potato. Was Tink? I don't think Tinkerbell was up there. I don't think Tinkerbell was up there. I don't remember seeing Tinkerbell. There's Tigger. I'm just making sure because, you know, it's actually kind of hard to tell sometimes. You know what I could do is actually type it like a normal person and just let it get searched. Yeah, okay. Goofy. Yeah, I think this is a foil twin fire. There's Yzma. Looks like it only repeats on a per 3 basis. Okay. First things first, look at the other puzzle piece out here. At least it's actually a different puzzle piece. I wasn't gonna run into like repeats, because that would suck. Basil. Wait, was that up there? I remember that was up there. Yeah, it wasn't. Okay. Basil. Another Tank. Aladdin. Okay. Aladdin. The 100-Acre Island. A location. Okay, so we got fields, too. Alright. Okay. Oh, alright. Alright. No, it's not. Never mind. I was about to say, alright, we actually did get another hit, but no, it's not. It is not. It is the ship cook, John Silver. Ben, the eccentric robot. A transport pod. An item card. So we finally have some of that. The Microbots. Another item card. We had Chip, now we have Dale. We have the King Sensor Core. Your Prince and King characters gain resist. Damage dealt is reduced by 1. Alright. Alrighty then. Hades. I gotta say, I'm loving the artwork on these cards, because these make me feel like they're more than I would think they are. So we have Hades, and then we have Jasmine, Royal Commodore, and she's also something worth there. I like how it's foiled. All right. I like what's going on here. Is that a... Okay, no, that's just Yzma. I thought that was like a fourth one. Alright, let's see what we get out of this puzzle piece here. Something different. Good. Another Abu. Another Mr. Litwick. Another Basil. Another Tinkerbell. A Yokai. King Hubert. Why does that sound familiar? Okay. It's nothing. It's nothing. King Hubert. The Rescue Rangers once again. Honey Lemon. We're just getting all of the Big Hero 6 now. Aladdin Intrepid Commander. Okay, that's an interesting one. How does this feel? It feels like I'm playing some sort of like, or I'm opening packs for like some sort of like Fire Emblem Heroes gotcha now, because all of these characters having different, you know, costume stuff for the set. Here's Hero. We really are getting all of them. Tiana, the restaurant owner. Oh, okay. Tiana, the restaurant owner, is like 367. Okay. Whenever a character of yours is challenged while this card is exerted, the challenging character gets -3 until their player pays 3. You have to pay 3 ink or 3 lore? Good lord. Oh, that's insanely defensive, actually, because she has 4 defense. That's insanely defensive, actually. And then Vanellope Von Sweets. Oh. If she's at a location, draw a card and gain a lore. Interesting. All right. First things first, let's see the puzzle piece. Oh, we actually got a dupe. We actually got a dupe. We got a dupe. At least it's like still like $1, but we got a dupe. I'm sad. Galactic Communicator. The Carpenter. Okay, Adorable's Winter Pop. I forgot that was that character's name. Chief Bogo. Some sunglasses. Another gadget. John Darling. Oh, is that also Peter Pan? I think that's also Peter Pan. Yeah. It's also Peter Pan. A training dummy. Diablo. Oh, it's a bird. Okay. I was about to say, what is that actually? Nani. Madam Mim. Kakamora. Okay. So far, nothing's completely hitting, but that's okay. No, don't drop the cards, please. Let's see, am I gonna get another repeat? No, it's a new puzzle piece. It's new. Alright. Back to Aladdin. Another 100-acre island. Another communicator. Carpenter. Baymax's health chip. The ship cook. John Silver. Hero again. Hero didn't have anything worth looking for. Yeah. Not to say it probably is a good card. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know this meta yet. Hero. Scrump. Prince Philip. That's just kind of random, I feel like. Out of everything else I've been pulling, that's just kind of random. Seeking the Half Crown. Safe and Sound. And another Fred. So with the same enthusiasm as see you at Street Fighter 6, everybody. I think this is a repeat piece. Yeah, it's a repeat piece. Alright. It's another repeat piece, unfortunately. Alright. Adorable. Bogo. Fred. Fred was up higher this time. Mad Hatter's Teapot. Another Ben. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. Gotta be careful about these things, because again, they're not exactly like, unless I know the card, I wouldn't know if anything was to die for, looking for. Mickey Mouse, the good old mouse. Another Diablo. Another Darling. Raya. I never did see that movie, and I actually really wanted to. Raya. Did I haven't seen that movie. I would like to know if it was any good. Oh, sweet. Thank you, Surrybot. Very cool. Captain Amelia and Iago. Honestly, I should probably have not thought Iago was gonna kind of mean much. Okay. I'm really kind of hoping we might hit an enchanted, but if we don't, we don't. That's just how cookie will kind of crumble, unfortunately. And the last pack of the Azurite Sea. Let's see, can I get something well decent in it, maybe? We'll open that one way better. I want to actually keep that one. Alright, we got another dupe. One more Fred. One more Fred. Mad Hatter's Teapot. Michael, darling. The rabbit. The rabbit looks so funny in a pirate outfit. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about the rabbit. Mullins. The chip. Mosquito bite. Prepare your bot. David. I forgot that dude was even part of that movie. I won't lie. I forgot David was a thing. Energy Blast. Mr. Big. And Nick Wilde. Nope. Alright, Nick Wilde. Alright, so that does it for the Trove. Trove actually has a lot of space, too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this for cards. Oh, that's actually kind of awesome. Like I keep the puzzle pieces together. I'll try and keep all the items and actions together. Once I learn exactly what goes into making a deck on these, I will probably, no doubt, look for... You know, I probably should use dividers, but I'm not going to. I'll look into trying to make one as soon as something really piques my interest, you know? But you know what? That's an hour and 12, and that was 8 packs. So I'm going to do what I didn't think I was going to have time to do today. So I have a second trove, but I'll save the second trove for next time. Instead, we're going to open a booster of the Shimmering Skies. We'll see what we can get out of there. Might be lucky. Might just be a waste. We'll see. Got your Donald Duck, your Maui, and your Penelope. I really like that display, actually. That's a nice display. Alright. Let's get it started. I think these are going to be the only 3 characters that actually end up showing up on the packs. So let's see. I breezed through 8 pretty quickly. Part of me feels like 24 won't be that slow. Let's see. Do we also have another party piece, or no? Looks like it's just a little gateway thing. Look at Stitch's happy face. Yeah. All right. The Earth Giant. I'm going to save this for later. I feel like I should just save this for later. The Earth Giant, the Gazelle, King Candy, a Potion of Might, a Hypnotic Deduction, Rudy. Rudy? Where are you from? Oh, Emperor's New Groove. Rudy, Clarabelle, Rapunzel's Tower, making sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, just making sure. Food Fight. Don't watch that movie. We Know the Way. Queen's Sensor Core. So there was the King's Core, now there's the Queen's Core. And Cusco, the Selfish Emperor. Because nothing's great without Cusco around. Okay. We got the Maui one. We got two Vanellope ones, so. Oops. I don't think I'll save this Maui one. Although, it didn't, like, rip, so. Actually, I'll probably save it. Just gotta stretch my leg out here. Sometimes getting up and stretching is probably good for you, especially if you sit in the chair for like way too long. Always take care of your physical health. There we go. Just gotta keep it moving along, you know? Here, I'm gonna stand. Just real quickly, get like some stretching in. No, I'm not at all stalling for time. What makes you think that? Not at all am I ever stalling for time. No stalling whatsoever. Alright. Archimedes. Vanellope, the Candy Mechanic. I feel like that should be something. It feels like it should be something. It's not, but it feels like it should be. I wonder what enchanted cards look like so I can actually differentiate that. Prince John. Snowana Rainbow. The more I see cards from that Sugar Rush, like, part of that movie, the more I just want a Sugar Rush, like, standalone game. You hear me, Disney? Give me that. Disney! Give me a Sugar Rush kart racer, and my life is yours. Another Hypnotic Deduction. A Shield of Arendelle. And that guy was always my favorite. Maid Marian. Another Food Fight. Louisa Madrigal. Madrigal? Names are hard. Louisa. Robin Hood. Ooh. It's a nice foil. Robin Hood. And then Taffeta Mutton Fudge. That was your last name? Mutton Fudge. Gotcha. So I have crowd favorite, which isn't really that much. Okay. Well, I see kind of like a bond forming between these. And that was the second pack. Oh, that was only pack 2. Alright. Alright. Stick you over here. I shouldn't need any more unless I open something a little bit better. Oh, I didn't even show the back yet, but this is what it looks like when they've been inked. So when they're inked, they look like this. Alright. Merlin the Turtle. Rut. Minnie Mouse. Oh, there's Robin Hood Sharpshooter I was looking for, but not anything. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. I thought for a second I had something going there, but like nothing yet. Nothing yet. Daisy. Obscurosphere. Is an item. Yep. Simba the Lost Prince. Why does that feel like Simba should be here somewhere? I feel like Simba should be here somewhere, and he's not, and that makes me sad. Simba. Mother Gothel. Nice villain in that movie. Until the end, anyway. Try Everything. Steel Crom Con. Elsa's Ice Palace. I didn't really. Come on. There you go. Ooh, this is a different Mother Gothel. Mother Gothel, Unwavering Schemer. Now that feels like it's supposed to have something. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. But it's cool. And then a foil Robin Hood. Alright. There's the gateway. Donald Duck. Daisy following right afterwards. Flora. What was her name? Archimedes again. Rut. Root. Rut. When will my life begin? It's a funny part about Lorcana. So some of the actions are songs, and it's kind of just funny. All Fund Out. Well, this is kind of just funny. The library. Who does this work with? Unironically, there's got to be somebody. Oh, a gift for Belle. If I can get some Belle and maybe Beast, I have an idea. Scar the Betrayer. Gaston. Doc. And another Mother Gothel. Wait a minute. Oh, no. There's no way. This? Okay, so this is an $8 card, apparently. Didn't I have a second dock, actually? Did I not notice anything? The whole point and pleasure of making sure you check your cards every so often. Just check them against whatever you can. I'm not looking for Simba. I'm looking for Mufasa. That feels kind of wrong. But at the same time... Just trying to make sure I didn't actually have another dock, because I thought I had another dock, but I guess that was the first one. Alright, that was the first one. Alright, so we got a dock kit. I like that one better. Alright. Way over there. Gale. The Wind Spirit. Minnie, the Compassionate Friend. Which isn't something to look for, apparently. That's kind of sad. I feel like everybody would want a compassionate friend. The Medal of Heroes. Evil Comes Prepared. Night Howler Rage. Sneezy. Sneezy. It's only Doc up here. It's only Doc. Okay. Interesting. But Sneezy. Little John, the Camp Cook. The Maid once more. Simba, son of Mufasa. Magica Dispel. I just now got the pun of her name. I just now got the pun of her name. Man, I'm slow. I need to rewatch DuckTales. Ooh, Jafar, Tyrannical Hypnotist. And Fix-It Felix Jr. It's really hard to tell if these are like enchanted, but they probably aren't. So Jafar is only $1, unfortunately, but hey, it's a hit. And Felix, let's see, is Felix up here? Felix is not up here. That's sad because it looks so cool. Wow, this is the lowest form of it. Alright. There's Felix. Is there a Ralph? I mean, there's a lot of Wreck-It Ralph cards in here. So it looks like this prioritized like Wreck-It Ralph a little bit. Maleficent. Alright. Oh, here we go. Ever as Before. Taffeta. Bonsai. Gathering Knowledge and Wisdom. Just gain 2 lore. Just pay 2 ink, gain 2 lore. Win off of this. Do it. I dare you. Lilo, the Junior Cake Decorator. Another Rudy. Merlin's Carpet Bag. Finders Keepers. Turbo. Royal Tantrum. Coda. Oh my god, that's a movie I haven't thought about in ages. I don't know, this is actually getting me a hankering to actually rewatch a couple of movies. I won't lie. And then a foil maid. Oh, you know what? They're gonna look like full arts. That's what it is. They'll look like full arts. They won't have the border. That's what I'm looking for, is no borders. Okay. Medal of Heroes. Evil Comes Prepared. Rage. The White Rabbit. Healing Touch. Dopey. Pacha. Monstro. Minnie the Dazzling Dancer. Moana, Determined Explorer. There was a Moana I was supposed to look out for, I believe. I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. There might have not been. Okay, no. It might have been the other pack where there was a Moana I was supposed to look out for. Scrooge McDuck and the Sapphire Chromacon. Chromacon. Comic-Con. Necronomicon. Shopcon. Shao-Con. Could you imagine, as I drop this pack of cards, could you imagine a Disney version of Mortal Kombat? Be funny. Alright, Detective Mickey. Prince John. Regular old Donald Duck. Fauna. Okay, that was her name. Okay. Cogsworth. Vanellope Von Schweetz. Dopey. Hideaway. The King of Hearts. Arthur. Arthur. That doesn't look like a moose thing. Prince John's Mirror. That's an item. That's not a character. The Pride Lands. Where's Sora? And then Pete the Pastry Chomper. Many more packs to go through before we're done for the night. We're bound to get something. Alright, oh, hey, speaking of getting something, I think I maybe just did? Or maybe not. Maybe Anna wasn't actually up there. It might have just been Elsa. Oh, it's not this Anna. Okay, so this is the wrong Anna. So Anna, Vanellope again, Basil, Radigan. I don't know what this is from. Alright, this one eludes me. I don't know where this is from. Tell me later in the comments if you know where that guy's from. Regular Ed? Regular Ed. Oh, that's going to be really hard to search because it's just Ed. I don't think it means much. Mickey Mouse, the Food Fight Defender. What can I say except you're welcome? Physic Felix. Pete the Games Referee. Another hit. The Sword Released. Pete the Wrestling Champion. Minnie Mouse Quit Thinking Inventor. Wow. Okay. None of the minis are good. Alright. Good to know. Alright, gathering more knowledge. Before the pylons, anyway. Gazelle. Tanana. Pete. Robin Hood. Hey, I wonder. Little John. The Amber Chromacon. Another Simba. Vanellope Von Schweetz. Tug of War. Oh, a second Doc. A second Doc. Alright. I'll take a second Doc. I will take a second dock. Alright. Another Mickey. Visions of the Future. Ooh. Early Simba. Another regular Robin Hood. Maleficent. Fistic Felix. Kronk. Why do I feel like Kronk was here somewhere? I feel like Kronk was here somewhere. But he's not. He never was. He was a part of my dreams. Tipo. Oh, Tipo the Growing Sun is another hit. Another Archimedes. Taffeta. Remember Who You Are. Snow White, the Fair-Hearted. I don't think Snow White is up. Yeah, Snow White's not up. And then another Prince John's Mirror. Alright, another White Rabbit. A Healing Touch. Tanana. Donald Duck. Flora. Can I get the third one, the blue one? Shield of Arendelle. Shenzi. Invited to the Ball. Stitch. Madam Mim. Ooh, okay. Maribel Madrigal. Another hit. You can't play this character unless you have 5 or more characters in play. Not without my family. There must be a good way to bring out the rest of the characters then. And then Moana. Alright. Tanana. Donald Duck. Flora. Hypnotic Strength. Oh, hey, the other brother. Kane. When Will My Life Begin? Merlin's Carpetbag. Maleficent. Turbo. Olaf. Maleficent again. And the Earth Giant again. Haven't seen that guy since the beginning. I just haven't seen that guy since the very beginning, actually. Okay. Alright. Another Maleficent. Really just wants me to have Maleficents. Took? 2K? Nah, there's no basketball in hand. Medal of Heroes. Taffeta. Merryweather. That was her name. Okay. Could not remember that in the slightest. Kronk. Robin Hood. The Sneaky Stealth. Alanadale. Sleepy. Prince John. Who's with me? And Maleficent. Alright. Alrighty. Cogsworth. Felix. Chaka. Surprised Chaka isn't up there. Only Tipo is. Break Free. Clarabelle. Okay, no. Alright. Thought that was the right Clarabelle. It's not. Happy. Another Clarabelle. It's still not the right Clarabelle, though. Sven. Seven Dwarves Mine, Basil Magnifying Glass, Rafiki, another Pete, the good one. Alright. The Queen, cruelest of all. Okay, you're not serious. This dude's name is not Rancis Fludgerbutter. Rancis Fluggabutter. Oh, wrong way. This name, his name is not Rancis. Rancis? Anyway, Zazu, Anna, Healing Decanter, a Royal Guard, King Candy, the Sweet Abomination. Oh, wow. 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 Okay. So King Candy, the Sweet Abomination, another Maleficent, another Taffeta, Chica. Don't let the frostbite bite. And Miniaus again. These almost break in a nice way. The key word being almost. Alright, Merlin back from Bermuda. Merlin was always like one of the more fun characters. I'm surprised this isn't worth a lot, but I would still probably find a way to play this if I wanted to. Merlin back from Bermuda. Pete, another Merryweather, the Earth Giant, Gazelle, Duck for Cover, Merlin's Cottage, Amethyst Cromcon, another Scar, Revive. Play a character card with cost 5 or less from your discard for free. Daisy Duck, and When Will My Life Begin? Alright. Ooh. Okay. It's out of the way. Donald Duck, the Flatfoot, which I think... No. No, not the one. Oh. Oh, this is another $8. Oh, okay. Did I... Now I gotta go back, because I don't know. I don't know if I had another one before I stare at Rancis's face again. I thought I had another Daisy Donald's date, and I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. Let me see here. It doesn't look like it. Oh. Alright. I am going to go make sure that my father gets to some bed rest because of some incidents that have happened recently. So I will return in just a second and then we'll go through the rest of the packs. Alright, back to reality. Let's see what the rest of this pack had. So it was Rancis, another Zazu, another Turtle Merlin, Rut, Mickey Mouse, Sapphire, Magical Aid. Thought that was something down here. May have not been though. It looks like it may have not been. Yeah. Another Arthur. Here we go. Here's some Bell. Here's some Bell. I almost want to set it off to the side. And Scroop? I don't remember Scroop. And Flora. There you go. Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, we're down for the last couple of packs. We're almost done. Alright. Hypnotic Strength. Kane. The Flatfoot. Another Rancis. Now it's just taunting me. Now this is a card I hate. It's just taunting me. I don't like Rancis. Zazu. Hi. Emerald. Oh, Nala. Cool. Nala wasn't up here, was she? No. Arthur. Yzma. Pete. And then a foil. Hey, hi, hee, hoo, hoo, ha, ha. One of. It's one of. Alright. The White Rabbit. Another Healing Touch. King Candy. Simba. I thought that said Elf for a second. Ulf. Rudy. The Tropical Rainforest. Try Everything. Sleepy. Scar. There's Wreck-It Ralph. And one more Donald Duck. Now we get the Retro Spear. This is kind of new. Healing. The Queen. Mickey Mouse. Fauna. Sneezy. Another Tropical Rainforest. Ooh, and another Rapunzel's Tower. Bashful. And a Sugar Rush Speedway. I think that's all of the locations. Minnie the Drum Major. And Blast from Your Past. Alright. Basil. Snowana. Ulf. The Knock. The Knock? The Knock. Okay. Duke. Rudy. Ludwig von Drake is not a character I thought I was going to see today. That's just weird. I don't know. That rubs me the wrong way. Bruni. Glimmer versus Glimmer. Baddest chosen character of yours to baddest chosen character. Fight to the death. I like it. Shenzi. The Queen. And Archimedes. Man, you know, these are Pokemon I got one in like 12 packs. I have not gotten a single thing yet for a Lotana. Alright. King Candy. Potion of Might. Hypnotic Deduction. Gale. Mini. Royal Guard. Another Tipo. King of Hearts. Ruby. Plate Armor. Donald Duck the Pie Slinger. Another hit. And Lilo. Alright, last pack. Alright, Minnie the Inventor, Daisy Not on a Date, Obscure Sphere, Anna, Penelope, Happy, King Candy, Finders Keepers, Tafta, Denahi? Denahi, I think? I really need to watch this movie again. Sir Ector, and finally, another shield. It's another Shield of Aerodel. Alright, we got a couple of cards here. And I have an idea for something later. Maybe I'll just have to look into it, perhaps. But with that being said, that's going to be it for tonight. So, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a fantastic night. I'll see y'all next time. I'll see y'all next time. Take care.